Right about understanding a lineup and how it changes. Everyone's by themselves. You know you're getting the waves. It's up to you to be able to handle that situation.
These heats are so intense. We've obviously, you know, hit that mid-season cut. We've got the top 24, but all of these heats are extremely stacked. Obviously, I mean, E.Ewing, he's in that top 5 picture at the moment. Griffin Colapinto make it through to the night session, so he wants to keep pace. We've already had some massive upsets today, losing Jack Robinson in the opening round.
K.Igarashi in motion. Sometimes is a guy that likes to throw down a rotator early. This time deciding just to get started. A couple of turns into the pit. Completely disappeared for a moment there. Multiple-time U.S. Open champ. Representing Japan on tour. Throws down the snap in transition out of the hollow part of the wave. Frames a little lean back carve up there and now packs this section. Been deep on his barrel rides on this wave. And then the throw tail doesn't reverse, lays back incomplete. Igarashi's first right out of the way. But happy to see him get past the mid-season cut. What'd you see here, Rosie?
Yeah, he's just kind of going through the motions on this wave. I feel like when you're that first surfer up in an opening heat, it's you can feel like a lot of pressure to crack that seal open and really go for it. I think there was a few moments where Kanoa was in 2 minds about his maneuver choice. He gets pretty deep on this wave. You can see he's back on the Dark Arts construction surfboard, the Sharp Eye. I think he was one of the first people I ever saw on that technology, and that was unveiled here at the Surf Ranch. So he's leaning on that equipment that he knows so well. Yeah, I definitely think he had space to go for the full rotation there, and he kind of got stuck in that 180 position.
Just been enjoying his honesty too. In post-season interviews, he's saying he knows he can surf much better. And that's just building his fire inside his belly to show the world what he's capable of, because we see it every day on the North Shore of Oahu. Got a lot of speed. Barron, a little down carve and a cool little combination to get back to the lip. Love on the line just continues, super smooth. Gets through that off the top on the snap, pushes a bit harder. Now Mamiya really starting to fire. That was a great little section, about 4 maneuvers right there. Almost goes down, recovers well. Put this man in a barrel, he can do just about anything he wants. Loses the finish on the reverse. But you can still tell he's feeling the ropes here, understanding the changes of this really unique wave, and there's definitely some good highlights from B.Mamiya on his first wave of the day. A lot of exciting action will continue in heat number 5 of the qualifying round. We'll bring in Mitchell Salazar and Peter Mel for the call right after this.
The birthday boy out there in the water, R.Callinan, he's 31 today, looking for his first ride out here at the Surf Ranch.
Well, and he's been one of the stars of the practice session, so we'll see what he can do here. So good on the backhand, riding some unique equipment. Looks like some carbon and epoxy there.
Yeah, that JS looks good underneath his feet. Had a runner-up finish at the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach Easter weekend. Lovely stance right there in the barrel. And he's going to maximize his time behind the curtain. Comes out, lovely wrap, down carve into the lip right there. And the variation on the backhand, not easy to do, Pete, but when the offshore wind is this strong, it allows you to throw a bit more spray every now and then.
So true. And then just these single rail bottom turns. He's not pumping right here in this section. He is a little bit, but ultimately he's held it together with great flow.
Wow, and bottom turn to top turn combos have been excellent on this wave so far, and he's going to finish on his feet. So R.Callinan looking to at least better a 6-point ride. That was Kanoa's opener. B.Mamiya gets a 5.17. Great start here for the Australian.
You just want a solid number, right? I mean, that's ultimately what you want to do. You want to put up a number straight out of the gates, especially on your first wave, because that alleviates the pressure that you're filled, which is what Griffin just filled. It's hard. It's a lot of pressure, so you want to do well on your first wave here. As you look at his backhand style and approach, good release. Again, just the transition from the maneuver into the barrel, if you can make it as smooth as silk, he did. It just no stalling, just a nice little stall bottom turn right up underneath it. You see the footwork, back foot, had to come back up, sets back onto the pad when he goes for the maneuvers. Beautiful work there with great flow. And nice little finish.
I like the dive off right there.
It is difficult to do because you have to stay out in front of the wave.
So Kanoa going to go left for the first time in the event. Dropped a 6 on the right strider. Looking for his best ride here.
See what he's got. This one looks like it's got some foam against the fence. Glides in nice and clean. Board looking a little chattery, but straight up into the lip. When he's attacking the lip line, the board looks amazing. Slams away again. Doesn't have that intensity that I'm used to seeing out of him, but he's definitely putting together a nice wave so far. Beautiful. Maybe he's just building momentum for this inside section. Blam! Straight through the back. Nice. Another hit. Quick in transition. Slams away right there. Take it away for the inside section, boys.
Thank you, Strider. Amazing surfing so far by Kanoa. Has a 6 on the right. And looking for a great finish here at the end. He'll get it. So Pete looking to better at least a 6. At the moment, he's qualifying for the night session.
Not excellent per se. I mean, I think again he was a more measured approach, just made sure he was going to go through these maneuvers, throwing water out the back, keeping the flow up. You see there, he was gaining space. Those couple pumps and staying up on the face like that allows you to get down there, but it didn't give him 2 maneuvers, which is what just when you're going to pump yourself like there and go for, you got to get those 2 solid moves in, but he got caught a little bit. So they'll notice that in the judging tower. Didn't quite have the same flow that you would love, but just a finished wave, and there was some great turns mixed in here, especially that one.
And you see the cup of noodle ski cam right there. Some amazing work from our cameraman on the ski. The barrel was lovely too, Pete, and very deep. Cover the whole time. Nice throw tail reverse at the end.
Similar style of wave. Got some offshore, long right-handers. Here he goes.
Look at how casually he paddled into that wave too. Big opportunity here for Ethan to go excellent on his first wave of the heat. Great combination right there. And we're looking at one of the very best surfers in the world at the moment. Just light up this right-hander. Excellent 2-turn combo on the outside. Strider, how's this barrel?
Just the clean lines that he drew out the back set him up so perfectly. Now he's grinding into the corner. I mean, just the rail line just looks like it's so clean on the water. The way he surfs this board is one of the, you know, he's a surfer that everybody wishes they surfed like. He's just so clean and so strong and powerful and radical. Dips behind the barrel right here, comes out. What's he got for the finish? Big slam, layback jam. That was beautiful work right there for E.Ewing. Way to light it up on the right. Wow.
First excellent number of this heat. The outside work, right? Just that was the 3rd turn, and he just got better and better. And then the barrel, he was deep, long. Like, that's what you're going to get. If you're going to park yourself in there, that's what you want to do. You want to disappear and you want to be gone for a good couple seconds. And then let's redirect the nose. You don't see a lot of that where that board is going back into the pit here because you feel like you're going to lose the wave. He did not, and he did it several times. Some drifting in there. Look at this stuff. And he's got such great acceleration in the lip, and there's nobody doing that, where he's actually transitioning in that high in the wave. And he does it several times on this wave.
And consecutively, too.
Yeah, no, it's, I mean, combination of major moves. It's the same part of the criteria that we see throughout the entire season is placed here, but here you get to do it 6 to 20 times. And then a good, you know, the barrel there, I think he just wanted to keep the speed because it's this turn, just the layback. And that rail is engaged, and look how fast and searing that is. Yeah, this is going to rival something. Yeah, it's a big number. He puts up another, you know, solid number of high 7 or even into the X-zone range. Pressure will just be handed down to the next surfers.
Merriweather Beach, his home break. Runner-up at the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach earlier this season against E.Ewing in the final, actually. Impeccable start here for Ryan. Down the line, a lot of speed, wraps it back. That was gorgeous. Throws the tail around. He needs a big finish right here, though, if he wants to go excellent. Especially after the few waves we've seen go excellent on the left so far today. A bit of a stumble right there. Recovers well, though. Doesn't look good in the eyes of the judges. That's much better from Ryan. Good variation in the barrel now. He'll come out cleanly and even go for the air reverse and pull it. So how about the recovery?
Yeah, good save. Really was. I mean, you know, it could have easily, you know, gone down right there, and instead ended up adding points to the total there. Going to be a pretty good number. It would have been bummed on the little bobble, but ultimately Nice work all the way through the outside section as well as the inside section. We'll see where Barron goes here. This is an important wave for Barron.
Mamiya up and riding. First time we've seen him go right so far. 5.17 on his opening left. Riding a dark arts board, sharp eye. And he is on one of the better boards that we normally see out here at the Surf Ranch, a Felipe Toledo quad.
Oh, and I was mentioning, I didn't see there was a lot of people on quads, but here he is on one of those exact same designs.
Woo. Spicy snap right there from Barron. Snap in the pocket again. And he just looks alive on this wave in comparison to the left, Pete. Transitioning down the line. Great surfing so far from backdoor Barron, as they call him. North Shore native. Pulls into the pit. Nice and deep, covered up. And looking for the air to finish. Oh, he'll settle for the throw tail. Doesn't bring it all the way around, but still a completion.
Much better much better for Barron there on that entire wave. They'll take note. You want to disappear completely as we watch that turn, which is a full redirect on that outside section. Again, those combination of major moves, so important, being able to link them up together. There's that transition into the barrel. So well done. But again, seeing most of his body and his board. So judges, you know, hey, it's going to be deeper. Then the air, throw tail, somehow stays on his board.
On the opening left. Strider, how about you take us through the opening ride of this one?
Yeah, let's do it. Easy. He's sliding in, E-double, ready for this one. Looks like he's intent, though. He's got some speed already. He's already starting to do his sweeps off the bottom. God, he's getting so much speed out of that board. It's unbelievable. Slams it away. He's got a low center of gravity on the bottom turn, straight up through the lip right there. It's actually blowing offshore right now. Beautiful. Slams it again. He's got a nice twist up there. Just pivoting all up into that lip line. And on the inside here is where we're going to make some money, because this is where we're going to go straight up into the lip and then come right back down into the hollow section, and we'll see what happens.
So in the barrel now, and maybe a bit too deep. And yeah, that last turn just put him a bit too deep out of position right there, Pete. Has an 8.83, going to be a decent backup right here, but if you're E.Ewing, having the highest score of the heat so far, you definitely want to get something at least up into the 7s and take the lead.
Without making the barrel at the end, really good and solid on that outside work. Again, great flow, which is always something that he has in his arsenal, is that flow. And the fact that he has so much speed while doing it. You know, you can see surfers sometimes slow down here and there, but not him. And he got good release, all those maneuvers done, pointing that nose back at the sidewall, right? That's where that commitment in the maneuver is being done. Again, going into this inside section here, what went wrong? Hey, when you're in the barrel and you're trying to go, there's a fine line. You want to be disappearing, but if you go another 6 inches back behind that, it just takes you and just wafts you away, you're gone. And right there you can see just too deep.
One of the hardest working people in the sport of surfing. Last year, before the finals, was training 3 times a day, surfing twice a day in between those training sessions as well. And he is extremely deep right now, taking off of this one, Pete.
Yeah, he's up there right at the very first flag that you can catch the wave at. So he just wants no wasted opportunity. And he's setting up these first turns. And he's got this right dialed in. He's got the timing dialed.
And he's looking to improve on a 7.5 on this one. In the barrel right now on the outside section. Great positioning, completely covered up. Comes out cleanly. Excellent wrap right there. Nearly loses it, though. To the open face, up and over the whitewater there. Once again, throws the tail a bit more. Looking for some variation, though. Steep section. Lays it back. In the pocket, snaps. Brings it all the way around, too. And this last barrel, tricky. He pulls in well. Great positioning, comes out and throws the air reverse to cap the wave off. Looking to better a 7.5 feet.
Yeah, so I feel like the back half of that wave, capitalized.
These are stringless EPS blanks with vacuum back carbon and epoxy. Thing looks great out there, Pete.
Yeah, and that's all a different flex pattern, you know, and also, you know, and you don't have a stringer. You've got carbon. They all move at a different type of it, different core. So that flex is all that he loves right here. That's why he's doing it. But these 3-turn combos right here was solid. You know, the transition into the barrel, the floater into the barrel sets you up. I would say that he would love to have gotten a tiny bit deeper there again. Just want to see herself disappear at one point. But no worries, little throw tail, lands nose picks and rides out of it right high up in the wave, which makes that transition easier. If you're going to have a consistent wave that works best for everybody, that you're going to put everyone, I mean, the whole idea behind a wave pool is to put everybody on the exact same platform, right? The exact same wave, take out the factor of the ocean. And, it's cool. It's a super great element to the tour.
I like it, and I think the format we have this year, the best one we've seen at the Surf Ranch so far. Here's Mamiya looking to improve on a 5.17 as K.Igarashi drops to 7.33. He moves up into the lead. Mamiya, a couple of great turns right there. Looking for something spectacular here at the end, though. Exceptional is the word that he needs for this ride.
Or excellent.
That too. So decent variation. That's more like it from Barron. A lot of power in that turn. Stalls for the barrel. And he'll come out cleanly, as he always does, at his home break of the pipeline, and nearly pulls the reverse at the end. So looking to improve on a 5.17, but you know, you get something in the 6s. That should help out quite a bit. But when you look at the scoreline for R.Callinan right now, who's now in 3rd place. So Mamiya going down on the end turn. We'll wait for the result after the break. Don't go anywhere. Surf Ranch Pro. We'll be right back.
Both directions too. I mean, it's nice and smooth, so that's nice.
Here's R.Callinan. Dropped a 7.83 on his opening right. Amazing start for him on this one. 3 consecutive maneuvers with a lot of explosiveness, a lot of spray outside, completely covered up there in the barrel. He's gone through a lot in his lifetime, been a Challenger Series champion, and he is looking to get his best result. A win here would mean something huge for Ryan, as he is just going to town on this wave. Great variation, Pete, especially on the backhand. Look at that turn right there.
Oh, that was sick.
Recovers well in the barrel, makes it out cleanly, and will finish with a 180. Wow, R.Callinan, ladies and gentlemen, just putting this one to sleep on his birthday too.
7.83. Yeah, well, I feel like that was better. There was moments, right? Those are the things where you're like, whoa, wow, how did he do that?
Drop out of the sky. I mean, it's really hard to do that transition and pull up under the hood like that, and to have the timing and just the athletic ability to put it all together. I feel like that's what's going to make the difference here at the Surf Ranch.
Incredible recovery right there, Pete. Straight into the barrel.
I wouldn't even call it a recovery. It was just a transition out of the turn into the barrel, and he knew he had to hurry it up, and he did it. And he did it with nice and smooth. It wasn't like he had to hit in the head or anything. It was just a straight up, you know, and he had to somehow get himself and his board into a transition to be able to pick up speed once the barrel starts. You know, you're not able to pump, and he did it perfectly.
And he's riding an incredible board right now under his feet too. Storms model from Sharp Eye, dark art material. And here he goes on his 2nd left now, looking to improve on a 7.5.
Yeah, improving on a 7.5. Let's see, the outside work is where you can kind of start to separate yourself.
So up and riding. Decent start here for Kanoa. Speeding down the line. Great bottom turn, top turn combo right there. That's much better. Explosive turn right there for Igarashi. Once again, the variation on this wave has been incredible. And he's looking like he's on his way to bettering that score if he keeps this up. A little bit of a mishap, and it seems like the previous turn just put him a little bit out of rhythm. So the start was great. Just so happened that he seemed like he knew that to better the 7.5, he needed to go very big here in the mid part.
Yeah, you need a wow moment. That's what it comes down to. You know, you need to, like, you look at what Ryan was able to do on his wave and still didn't break the exit. There was a couple wow moments here. So the release of the fins, and he knew he needed to do it again and again. That time going way up and over.
Yeah.
And that's where he loses it. You see that hand on the deck trying to keep the nose down. You can, it's a big number, right? Yeah.
He needs a 9 to better it. And here he goes. As cool as a cucumber on the outside. Double E, E.Ewing. He's been a clutch performer in the past. A 9.5 would put him up into the lead. How's that start? Wow. Just wow on this wave so far. Great barrel there from Ethan.
Ooh, deep.
Oh, he's still in there.
No, not anymore. And that's the risk. You know, you want to park it. You want to get there as deep as you possibly can. He was doing it. You know, you can ride the top of the foam ball for ever so slightly, but as soon as you fall through the trap door, you're gone.
The only way you better this score is by going for something big on the outside.
Yeah. Well, and again, those two turn combo right there, good difference and variation. And then the barrel, he's deep already, and then he steers down. This one's going to stay open for a lot longer. We've seen shorter barrels at times. But look at this turn, just the whip, and then straight into this next one in a layback. So a little different angles of approach, different style of maneuvers, and you're doing them back to back. Judges love that. It's just unfortunate that the barrel didn't let him back out.
He was close. How's that fade too? As casual as he can be on the outside. Just a 2.33, maybe the best 2.33 we've ever seen in our entire lives. But the vision he got right there, he makes it out of that barrel.
I want to see the barrel rise.
Sounds like you want to see it all.
Yeah, exactly my point. And that's what the judges want, that's what the viewers want, and that's what we want right now as he glides in. I mean, come on, look at this wave. Perfect left, lightly offshore, comes off the bottom, slams into the lip. Fins are free already. First turn. Nice sweeping carve right there. Straight up into the bowl. Beautiful. That was a solid third turn up into that corner. Big whip. Let's see what he's got on the inside. Lip line slam. Wow, nice. Now he's looking for a float. Here's where we can throw the tail around. Yep, right there. We saw it coming. Another one. Bang. Gets loose. Here's where we could go for a lip slam underneath the hood again. Bang. Right there. Gets it. Oh, and we wanted to see that.
The big sigh.
Transition was too much above the lip.
One for Ewing. R.Callinan, though, in the hot speed. He's in third. Be right back.
Let's see what he's got for us.
And an 8.4 would move him straight up into the lead. He's up and riding. One of the most talented surfers from Hawaii that we've seen in the last few years. Backdoor Barron for a reason. This kid charges. Can also lay it on rail. Great start here. Really pushing that board around. It's a quad that he's riding. Sharp by FT model. Dark Arts material. Into the lip right there. Much better for Mamiya on that one. Needs to push it as hard as he can, though, to bring in the variation here, Pete.
Yeah, he sure does, and I think it's important because the outside work was great, but it's not quite into that excellent range yet. Now he's got to give us some sort of wow moment, something big.
That was a strong wrap, though, where he brought it down all the way. Great positioning here for the barrel. It's going to have to come down to the finish. Goes for the air reverse and incomplete.
Yeah, he needed that air at the end as well. He knows it. You can see a little hand gesture there. It's like, yeah, in order to go at least excellent, you gotta ride it from flag to flag.
And R.Callinan is done. He has all four of his rides. He's seen something close to an 8 on this, Pete?
I would say, yeah, there wasn't a moment there. The very end was the one that I needed to have some sort of attachment to, and he fell. And that attachment's like, oh, that was the point where you just kind of feel like, oh, sorry, didn't feel like it was going to be enough.
Yeah, and we saw the attempt here right at the end too. He needed to pull that to at least give himself a chance. Still waiting on the score, and Barron unfortunately went big, was not able to pull it.
Big moment here for E.Ewing, and he needs to produce the number to get himself into the quarterfinals and a result.
And it's already in the good range. A 6 is touching the good range already, but as you mentioned before, it's that in-between number. It's not excellent, it's not the 5, it's a 6.5.
Yeah, it's a very good wave, and you got to surf it start to finish. You know, just no mistakes, nice clean surfing, you'll get it there, especially with this guy's style of surfing.
And he is methodical too. Great down carve right there from Ewing. That's more like it from Double E.
He did. He got there. No worries.
But he's out in front of the wave now. Up and over that section. Doing well so far. Doesn't want to oversurf it. Got to be thinking, though, that he might be needing to push a bit more right here at the end.
I would agree. I'm backing you on this. So this barrel and this end section are important.
Oh, and great positioning there. He's coming out cleanly. Has one more section. And will throw the tail around. 6 points is what he needs.
Feels all right. That feels like, I mean, we have lots of comparisons.
We do.
Right? Yeah, check it out. Again, that's the outside section. He paced it. He wasn't going to make any mistakes out there. Those were down carves. He wasn't pressing to the point there finally, and this was the moment. He's like, uh-oh, we're almost too far behind, almost pushed too hard, but he kept it there out front. and went to that glide, smooth, precision surfing here on the inside section. This is where the wave slows up, so it gives you the opportunity to string 3-4 turns together. And he does that so well. The barrel here, good. I wouldn't say absolutely excellent, but good. And then the finish, he made sure he completed it. That's what he needed to do. I feel like the number's going to be there for him.
But that's exactly what he needs. He needs a good score, touching the 6-point range, and it is going to be close. We're talking about number 5 in the world. This is the most important score of the day so far, Peter. We're talking about somebody either qualifying directly for the quarters into the night session later today as well. B.Mamiya, unfortunately for him, he's out of the event, a pair of 6s. But how about those heat totals? 15.33, 14.83. R.Callinan in third, 14.16.
And I will say the numbers that, the surfers that are going to go into the night session tonight,